Hello, everyone, and welcome real quick to the quick pre-race show here for the 38 lap event at Auto Club race number 3 of the Jegs Race of Champions. 14 drivers in this event, and here we are at nighttime, the second night race of the season. Celen Nosler, after winning at Dover last week, sits on the pole in his number 17. Alongside him, Edson, the Daytona winner. Tib Foster, the Season 3 Mountain Dew Custom Series champion, and Blake Maurice, the Season 1 Crown Royal Truck Series champion. They start in row 2. Alex Kraft, Diego Yepes, Jay Jefferson, Aiden Burkhardt, Peter Onjak, and Butcher round out your top 10 with DeLello, Matthew Brown, Carson Bowers, and Sebastian Kukulon, the remaining drivers. Let's go ahead down trackside for the commands.
Drivers, start your engines!
The engine's firing up here tonight, and it will be 14 drivers taking on 38 laps here at the Auto Club Speedway. Hopefully to see these go real quick. Speeds today will reach over 200 miles an hour, heading up to about 204 entering the turns. It's going to be a dangerous race today for these guys. Let's hope they can all make it out of here in one piece. 14 drivers only at this track, as this is served as one of the first tests for the Auto Club Speedway to see if it will be able to make an NSDCA race in the future. Celen Nosler, Jacob Edson in row number 1. 14 drivers for 38 laps. Who will win? Your front row are the two winners who've won this season, Celen Nosler and Jacob Edson. Nosler right now has a 3-point lead over Edson, and all the way back to Sebastian Kukulon and Carson Bowers, both of which who have scored only 15 points combined in the first two races. Celen Nosler in the 17, Jacob Edson in the 10, already won, but there's two drivers hungry for their wins, Tib Foster, Blake Maurice, as well as Alex Kraft. Alex Kraft has never won in the NSDCA, and as we keep saying, this will not count for an NSDCA win. This will count for a JROC win, and that would definitely mean a lot to the driver of that number 36, who will be driving for the Sauber Racing Team in the Truck Series next season. Coming around, pace car leads us around. 14 drivers, 38 laps. Said that about 4 times this pre-race. Celen Nosler and Jacob Edson, the two, leading us down. We'll sure be to see them out front all race long. We're going to come down the front straightaway. 14 cars. The fans are on their feet. Great camera angle there. And we are racing. Green flag is in the air. We're running at Auto Club. Car's getting up to speed. Going to head down into turn 1, and it is Celen Nosler moving into the race lead with Tib Foster right on his back bumper. These guys are going to be reaching over 150, 160 coming out of this corner, and almost a 200 miles per hour heading down into turn number 3. But they are already moving. There you see Ryan Butcher already going to make it 3 wide. Edson on the outside. Inside line not working that strong. And the inside line is not as fast here. It's whatever line has that most draft and whatever line can keep the speeds through the corner the fastest. We are almost 4 wide coming off the corner, but Celen Nosler takes us out into the race lead, 3 wide behind, and Ryan Butcher is going to take it all the way to the bottom with Zachary DeLello. Will DeLello make it 5 wide heading into the corner? And that's what he is going to do. Huge move by Zachary DeLello down to the inside, and they are 5 wide at Auto Club. Cars getting into each other, 6 wide here. Look at that move. And Zachary DeLello, Ryan Butcher pick up 4 spots, and Butcher is still on the move towards the front. Blake Maurice now down to the inside on Celen Nosler, Jacob Edson for that race lead. And here comes Blake in that 11 right to the race lead. Big move there. Diego Yepes up into that 4th position there. 3 wide right there. Edson bouncing off. But what a move by Ryan Butcher. That could easily be the move of the race. 2 laps into this event, and he's all the way inside the top 10. Already, Ryan Butcher trying to make moves. He's fallen back pretty far in those point standings. Now Yepes and Blake Maurice. Look at that move right there. The 2 drivers who fought all season long for the Crown Royal Truck Series Championship. They're up here. Jacob Edson as well. That completes the trio that went into Kansas looking for a Crown Royal Truck Series Championship. They lead 1, 2, 3 here at Auto Club. But as they go up through the corner, Jefferson goes up high. Nosler drops the 4th. Foster back to 5th. Jefferson 6th. Butcher now being stuck into the middle. Big move by Nosler down, making it 3 wide for that 2nd position. Blake Maurice maintaining this race lead. Onjak doing everything he can further back. Now we are 3 wide for that 2nd position. Celen Nosler fighting right back to the inside on Edson. Yepes all the way up the track. Let's go ahead and get the cool camera angle. Big crash. And they're all around. Everyone's in it right here. And they pile in. Edson's in it. Foster's in it. Diego Yepes is in it. And now Blake Maurice, he's pulling away. The rest of the field keeps on driving. Tib Foster, Diego Yepes, Jacob Edson, Celen Nosler, all out of this one. Blake Maurice is going to lead us back around to take the caution flag. Jefferson up to second. Third, Matthew Brown. Fourth is Sebastian Kukulon, and the rest of the field runs right across. Jacob Edson, he had a great run in that 10 car, but now his day done. Smoke pouring from that 10 car, only 5 laps into this event. Diego Yepes, 8-time winner in the NSDCA. He is now on pit road. Celen Nosler as well. Tib Foster not coming down to repair yet. Tib is going to continue his drive right around, but that will leave us with 10 cars left. Jacob Edson, we'll watch him just putter his way down pit road, but a wild start. We'll go back, take a look at that 6-wide battle for that race win, or for like 5th in that race, and then the big crash that takes out Jacob Edson and the rest. Celen Nosler as well in that heartbreak for him. Ryan Butcher might have gotten a piece of that. You see him angling himself down pit road. All the teams here, they run with set-up cars. They're pre-set up by some of the greats of the series and some of the retired drivers, including Brad Cheston and Randy Kaiser and Tyler Jones. Those 3 drivers came in to help set up these cars. Butcher coming down pit road, Tib Foster coming down pit road. Everyone has about the same teams, the same amount of mechanics, same skill level mostly out of these guys. And now we'll see what pit road will look like. Diego Yepes bringing that 77 back out. He will not go a lap down. Great job by him and his team. But Jacob Edson has retired from this race. Celen Nosler will as well. We'll see if Tib Foster does. I believe, yes, Edson is out. Butcher now down pit road to repair. Tib Foster pulls himself into his pit box, and everyone's going to start the repairs on that team. Celen Nosler, it doesn't look like they're trying to repair that. But the rest of that, great job by Diego Yepes' team. We'll get him back out. Let's go ahead and take a few replays of what happened in these early events here at Auto Club to recap for the drivers here. First, we'll take a look at that big crash. And you see, just coming down, we'll go ahead and slow it down here. Celen Nosler on the inside of Jacob Edson and Yepes. Nosler is going to just swing it around. Now he's going to get real close to that number 10 car. They're sliding up, and these guys, they have the downforce, but sometimes they just press that pedal a little too fast. We're going to slow it down even more here. And Nosler just gets right into Jacob Edson. Diego Yepes has nowhere to go in this, and they're both just going to get turned head on into that outside wall. Huge hit for Nosler. At over 170 miles an hour, both of those drivers went head on. Great job by Jefferson. He makes it out of this. We'll go to the aerial camera. There you see Ryan Butcher getting a piece of that. And great job by Alex Kraft. We'll go on board with that 36 as well, as he made it through this. But Celen Nosler and Jacob Edson both are in the infield care center. Both getting checked out, but it looks like they should be fine. These IROC cars, some of the safest in the NSDCA here. So we'll go ahead and get a few angles of this. Go back to that six wide battle. So let's go on board with the road course ace, Alex Kraft. So these guys, you see, let's take a look. 208 miles an hour into the corner, and they stay at almost 200 the entire time. But that is a big hit there. Edson and Nosler right into the wall. That is a huge hit, but a great job by Alex Kraft. Everyone just spinning out around him. Him and Peter Onjak, Sebastian Kukulon, Zachary DeLello all make their way through that impact. Will go on board with a few more drivers. Jacob Edson, one of the first drivers to hit pretty hard. Diego Yepes right there on that outside line. You see Nosler just bringing that 17 on up. The 2 race winners getting aggressive here and head on into that outside wall. Huge hit, Tib Foster in it as well. But a lot of cars involved in this first wreck here at Auto Club. Now we will go ahead and take a look at that 6 wide battle on lap number 2. The thing that just shook the entire viewing audience here. We'll go ahead and take a look at that. But coming down this front straightaway, we're going to go to the helicopter view of this. There they are. They are right now just all in a pack, 3 and 4 wide. There is Zachary DeLello, the gray car further back. You see Butcher dives at 4 wide, but DeLello bringing so much momentum, and he just shoots to the inside, 5 wide down this wide front stretch here at Auto Club. DeLello shoves it in. Peter Onjak goes in. Contact between all of them. What a save there. And look at Matthew Brown making it to the inside. Carson Bowers as well, but they all saved it coming off of the corner. Great moves by some of the best in the sport. That is a great way to start off this event. Let's go ahead. We'll head us back to the green flag here at Auto Club. And yes, you see there, Jacob, Edson, Celen, Nosler, Tip Foster all have now retired from this event. So now 11 drivers left in this battle. Blake Maurice up in front, Jay Jefferson second, Matthew Brown in third, Sebastian Kukulon fourth, Aiden Burkhardt fifth, Alex Kraft sixth, seventh, Peter Allenjack, eighth, Zachary DeLella, ninth, Carson Bowers, 10th, Ryan Butcher, 11th, Diego Yepes. What we want to say now, one of the requirements to get in not one of the requirements to get in the Jegs Race of Champions is either being a champion of the current season. Either it is champion of the current season, a past Jegs Race of Champions champion, as well as I don't even remember, and Rookie of the Years, if you're Rookie of the Years. But another thing is, if you win a Jegs Race of Champions race, you are locked into the next season of that event. Jacob Edson and Caitlin Nosler both locked in. With 11 drivers left, one of these drivers will lock their way into the show for next season. Coming back to the restart zone. Green flag is back in the air. Maurice and Jefferson bounce out. Matthew Brown holding them up. Alex Kraft almost in the wall, but we're back racing. The slow car Diego Yepes further back. That's 77 now struggling with the damage that he has. Where is Ryan Butcher? There is Ryan Butcher, the driver who made some aggressive moves early. He's moving his way up. Zachary DeLello in that 57 as well. That gray 57 strong, but you see Butcher, he has the damage. It looks like the aerodynamics on that 01 now starting to go away from him. He's fallen off that front pack, so it looks like we might have 8 cars. But look at how slow Diego Yepes is. 173 miles per hour versus the leaders 190, going up to 200 coming around this track. Peter Allenjack making a move to the inside. Butcher is going to try to stay in that draft. Now, these guys might not be as crazy as they were at the start of this, but hopefully we'll still see some great racing. Blake Maurice out in front. Jay Jefferson trying to pull him up there in that 21, but look at Sebastian Kukulon in that 12 car. 2 races in a row, he finished outside the top 10, and last week he was involved in a crash with Carson Bowers at Dover early on. Right now, he's up in the 4th position, making moves. Matthew Brown's just going to hold him up. Aiden Burkhardt also moving him up. But a run for Sebastian Kukulon. This could be a great performance here if Kukulon can get up from 14th in the standings, up in and maybe even win a race. But further back, there's Zachary DeLello. Alex Kraft in this 36, labeled the road course ringer of the NSDCA, almost retired at the end of the season due to his lack of performance, until Salva Racing Team said, we want a road course specialist in our car for the full season in the Crown Royal Truck Series. Alex Kraft now, he's trying to show what he can do on speedways, though it is pretty hard. This driver, one of 4 who has never won a race, though they started back in Season 1. The other 3 drivers who have not won a race, who drove in Season 1, Zachary DeLello, Sebastian Kukulon, and Brandon Morris. Those 4 still continuing to race. 4 wide down the front straightaway. Allenjack and Bowers getting real close. Now 3 wide further up. Aiden Burkhardt carrying big amount of speed there. They might be going 4 wide again. You see further back there, Butcher now moving Zachary DeLello up. Down that back straightaway, Kraft and Bowers side by side, dead even down this back straightaway. What a move they're having there. And now Jay Jefferson and Blake Maurice, they have pulled away. They're starting to fight for this race lead as we go. 12 of 38 laps complete here at Auto Club. Matthew Brown in third, the Red Bull Short Track Showdown East champion for AJR Racing. Now Butcher Gatorade Motorsports. He's up here in third, trying to impress the fans, trying to get himself into Atlanta at the end of the season. Between him and Chandler Maurice, the 2 RBSTS champions, that whoever drives their 3 races better will be in Atlanta in this car at the final race of the season. Matthew Brown trying to make sure that is him. Aiden Burkhardt now diving to the inside on Peter Allenjack. That's for that 4th position. Top 2 still pulling away. Matthew Brown not able to bring these guys up, but a lot of battling there, starting to bring them back. There you see Diego Yepes, the 8-time winner and 2-time runner-up to the championship, has averaged a 3rd place finish or better in every single championship points he's been in. But it looks like in this Jegs Race of Champions, with all these equal cars, he does not have this Monster Motorsports power backing him. And after a big crash early, it looks like he's just going to be creeping around the track for the next 26 laps. I don't know if that math is right. But Blake Maurice, Jay Jefferson pulling away. Matthew Brown now getting under attack by Aiden Burkhardt. Peter Allenjack, Sebastian Kukulon coming back up there. Alex Kraft in that 36, Carson Bowers the 22, Ryan Butcher in the 01, Zachary DeLello in the 57 round out this top pack, with Diego Yepes being the one holding back. Jay Jefferson back to the inside on Maurice, side by side for the race lead, and they're going to be having a drag race down this back straightaway. Can Jefferson hold on that inside line? Right now, both of them are equal. Maurice has an outside line advantage, which could carry more speed off the corner, but Jefferson's going to dive it on in. Maurice is going to fight right back up. They're both sliding up the track, and now Maurice will keep that race lead ahead. Matthew Brown, Aiden Burkhart, Sebastian Kupelon now trying to make the move. If they can get back up there, battle these front two, we could see a big battle happening up front, but now all 9 cars getting single file here at Auto Club. There's Yepes. Matthew Brown all the way up the track. Now Sebastian Kupelon looking under Aiden Burkhart. These guys starting to get back into a draft. It looks like they know what they got to do to get up to that front pack. But Sebastian Kupelon, Carson Bowers, 13th and 14th in the point standings. Both of them crashed last week at Dover. Right now they're still running here at Auto Club. These guys just looking to salvage what is a tough inaugural season in the Jegs Race of Champions. These drivers both back in Season 2, that was your 2 drivers who battled for the Season 2 Mountain Dew Custom Series Championship. Carson Bowers, of course, winning out at Atlanta after Sebastian Kupelon's fuel strategy failed to cooperate with him. Zachary DeLello making it 3 wide on Kraft and Bowers down the back straightaway. 3 road course drivers, 3 strong road course racers, and they are now sitting at the back squabbling for the 7th position. Jay Jefferson now fighting Blake Maurice again. Matthew Brown is bringing Aiden Burkhart, bringing Sebastian Kupelon with him. Do they have enough time? And you hear the low grumble of Diego Yepes. There is Yepes in that 77 just creeping around the track, so he will be a lap car soon enough, which could really break up this field at a track that is very good, that is very big on drafting. Jay Jefferson trying to chase down Blake Maurice. Jay has never wanted a track outside of Virginia, outside of Richmond, the short track there. Now he is looking to win a race at one of the biggest tracks on the NSDCA schedule ever, Auto Club Speedway. The only things bigger than that are Road America, Watkins Glen, Daytona, and Talladega. Peter Onjak back there now. Zachary DeLello, look at him again, going to make a big move. That's what he made when he made the 5-wide move at the beginning of this race. He's looking back to the inside. Peter Onjak, Sebastian Kupelon dropping back. Alex Kraft starting to fall off, as well as Ryan Butcher. But Matthew Brown, Aiden Burkhart are bringing the pack right with them, right back up to Blake Maurice and Jay Jefferson. We are halfway through this event, coming around to 19 laps to go here at Auto Club. There is Diego Yepes. What will he do to these drivers all looking to get around him? Blake Maurice just coming around. He's going to have to dive to the inside of Diego. What will happen with these guys and Diego? Blake's going to clear him. Jefferson going to clear him. Matthew Brown almost takes himself out. Aiden Burkhart, Peter Onjak, and it looks like everyone going to clear Diego, or at least throw him 2 or 3 wide to get around him. Carson Bowers, the Monster Motorsport new driver, looks like is going to stay behind Diego, trying to show a bit of team support. Diego put his hand out the window, said, "Get around me, you idiot." And now Diego, 1 lap down, first time in his Jegs Racing Champions career. Here he goes a lap down, but now Jay Jefferson, a huge move, and that is for the lead. Can he capitalize? And he will clear Blake Maurice coming out of the corner. Jay Jefferson now into the race lead for that 21 team. Aiden Burkhart up to 3rd. Peter Onjak in 5th. Can he do something? But right now, Jay Jefferson out in the lead. Blake Maurice slowing it down, but it looks like he's trying to get that help from Aiden Burkhart, his teammate and one of his best friends in the series. Aiden now looking to the inside. You see Peter Onjak there, Sebastian Kupelon. Matthew Brown starting to drop right to the back of the pack. You see he went from 3rd. Now he's back with Zachary DeLello. DeLello's pushing him all the way up the track. And now Matthew Brown looking to just come around in that 6th position. The whole field right now running single file as they're all trying to wait their turn, trying to get themselves up to the front of the pack. Now Aiden Burkhart down to the inside. He's going to look to the inside of Blake Maurice. Sebastian Kupelon also trying to make a move. These guys are fighting hard in the closing laps of Auto Club. Blake Maurice now bringing the momentum right back to Jay Jefferson and that 21 car. Peter Onjak into 3rd. Huge move by Kupelon. Maurice looking back to the inside. Battles happening everywhere. Can Peter Onjak get up there and win? He has not won since his Kentucky start back in season #1 of the Mountain Dew Custom Series. Looking for that first Jegs Racing Champions win today, as now Blake Maurice pulling past him. Aiden Burkhardt going all the way to the inside. Sebastian Kukulon, what are they going to do? And now we are 3 wide up here for that second position. Kukulon going to push Aiden Burkhardt. Onjak working that middle line. Great run off the corner for Onjak. He's going to pull ahead and clear that 18 car. Kukulon now going to suck in with Jay Jefferson. Jefferson looks down to his inside. That's the battle for that 4th position. Peter Onjak in that 44. Now look at the momentum he's trying to pull. Going up the track, walking it up the track slightly. Matthew Brown back there in 6th, but the 9, the 10 cars still rushing off of the corner here. Blake Maurice out in front. Peter Onjak starting to close him down. Aiden Burkhardt back in 3rd. Will Aiden want to push Peter up there and pass Blake Maurice? Though there are no teammates in this series, you still got to race. You still want to race for your friends in the series. Jay Jefferson going right up, cutting the nose off of Matthew Brown. Big move by Brown down to the inside. That is going to be for that 5th position. Aiden Burkhardt still there. Now he's going to get the shove from Sebastian Kukulon that Peter Onjak got. And Kukulon going to put them side by side. DeLello now going to get some momentum on Matthew Brown as they're running here. Carson Bowers in that 22. Sebastian Kukulon 3 wide. Jay Jefferson not going to go with them. They are 4 wide heading into the corner for 2nd. Will this last? Aiden is going to run Onjak all the way into the wall. Onjak into the outside wall. And Aiden Burkhardt put him up there. Aiden's going to drop back. Jefferson into 2nd. Kukulon into 3rd. And Peter Onjak now drops all the way behind the Ryan Butcher. Onjak back to 10th. And now he's going to have to try to fight his way on up now. DeLello not too happy with Aiden. He runs him up the track. But not enough. Now it's Jay Jefferson versus Blake Maurice once again out in front here at Auto Club. Aiden Burkhardt getting words from Peter Onjak on the radio. And now Jay Jefferson looking to the inside of Blake once again. Peter not happy. Tip Foster is already walking over to the 18 pit box. He's ready to throw hands with Aiden Burkhardt, spotter, crew chief, whatever was happening in this race. But Aiden now, he remains in 4th. Peter Onjak drops all the way to the 10th position, trying to get that draft from Ryan Butcher to pull him back up into this event. 8 cars in this front pack. Blake Maurice, Jay Jefferson, Sebastian Kukulon, Aiden Burkhardt, Zachary DeLello, Carson Bowers, Alex Kraft, and Matthew Brown. Brown has dropped all the way to the 8th position. Aiden Burkhardt making a move. Jay Jefferson, huge momentum to the inside of Maurice, and that's going to be Jay back into the race lead. And look at these guys battling now. Kukulon has nowhere to go. DeLello's going to push Aiden Burkhardt side by side from 2nd to 5th. Here at Auto Club, an exciting race, some controversy, some crashes, some big moves, and some wide racing have come down to these final 11 laps. Jay Jefferson out in front. Maurice back there in 2nd. Aiden Burkhardt, Kukulon now. Kukulon trying to use that momentum, going for 3rd. DeLello again making it 3 wide into turn number 1. Blake Maurice back to the inside on Jay Jefferson. We'll go to the helicopter cam here. Jay walks it all the way up the track. It looks like Blake, a strong contender here. Aiden Burkhardt down to the inside on Jay. And now down the back straightaway once again, Sebastian Kukulon, a great run for him. And he's going to look 3 wide on Aiden Burkhardt. Jay Jefferson heading into the corner. Who's going to make these moves? Jefferson side by side with Aiden Burkhardt. Zachary DeLello and Sebastian Kukulon, both inside this top 5, have never won on this NSDCA Sports Network. And right now, they are 4th and 5th. Can they do it in the Jegs Race of Champions and finally get to burn it down in the NSDCA universe? Down to the inside, Aiden Burkhardt goes. Jay Jefferson on the outside. Huge move by Jefferson. That draft is going to bring him right back to Blake Maurice. 6 cars nose to tail down the back straightaway, but Jay Jefferson ducks out. Zachary DeLello as well, going to make that move in that 57. Jefferson down to the inside. Can he hang on? DeLello with a power move. Carson Bowers in that 22 with a power move. Jefferson looking for that race lead. 6-car battle. Matthew Brown, Alex Kraft starting to drop back. Peter Onjak still sitting in that 10th position. Now he's catching Ryan Butcher. Jay Jefferson up here. Aiden Burkhardt now looking to the inside of Jay. Can Aiden get it? What a controversial race that would be. Puts Onjak into the wall and wins the race. Blake Maurice starting to fade. Carson Bowers in that 22 bringing it up on the inside. Jay Jefferson pulling alongside Aiden Burkhardt. Still a 6-car battle up front in the race lead. Aiden Burkhardt now looking for the lead on the inside of Jay Jefferson. Carson Bowers bringing himself up. Kukulon starting to drop back. Jefferson using the outside line. And these guys are getting crazy here in the late stages. Now we have 8 laps to go. Yeah, 8 laps to go. at Auto Club, and now Sebastian Kukulon starting to drop back. This is a battle. Carson Bowers in that 22. What a run he is showing tonight. Looking for that first Jegs Race of Champions win. Zachary DeLello there as well. And do not count out Diego Yepes, the wild card, the lap car, who could shake everything up. Once again, it looks like this will be the last time we will encounter Diego this race. There is Peter Onjak, Ryan Butcher, Alex Kraft. So Peter could at least try to get around 2 cars. Kraft's car is starting to go away on him. It looks like he does not know as well to save tires on these ovals as he does on the road courses. But now Jay Jefferson fighting the 2 drivers who fought for a championship all season long in the Crown Royal Truck Series. Meanwhile, Jay just kind of ran around quietly in that top 5, top 10, looking for Jay's first win in the Jegs Race of Champions. Blake, Aiden, and Bowers. Now Bowers has no one to help as DeLello and Kukulon decide to squabble for themselves. Matthew Brown in 7th, Kraft 8th, Onjak up to 9th, Butcher 10th, and there is Diego Yepes in the 77. Here comes Jay Jefferson. How will these guys make it around the 77 is how we will see the end of this race. They all single-filed it out. Jefferson pulls away. Maurice pulls around him. Everyone's going to pull around him, but Zachary DeLello going to be held up? No, they're going to try to make a 3 wide. DeLello to the outside line. He's going to lose some time to Diego there. But the top 4 now starting to pull away. Kukulon and DeLello now out of this front pack. DeLello going to bring the momentum back there. Matthew Brown there as well. The battle for 8th looking just as good as the battle for this race lead. Blake Maurice on the inside. He's too slow. Kukulon and DeLello driving it hard. Can they stay in this? We got 6 cars for 5 laps left here at Auto Club. Carson Bowers in that. Kukulon and DeLello bringing it right back. It's a 6-car draft train up in front, and Jay Jefferson is leading them around. Bowers there. Kukulon now working that outside line. Jay Jefferson as well working that outside line, and he's going to pull away even more from Blake Maurice. You see the distance back there as Carson Bowers starting to bring that draft right to the back bumper of Aiden Burkhart. We're coming around to 4 laps to go. DeLello starting to lose time. Sebastian Kukulon starting to gain it. And Jay Jefferson starting to pull away. Aiden Burkhart all over the back of Blake Maurice. Bowers is going to go with someone. Bowers knows he has to get in the draft. He has to get right up there and try to win this race. Bowers now looking to the inside. Jay Jefferson trying to pull away. The draft is too strong for the drivers behind him. Blake Maurice, Aiden Burkhart. Burkhart now using that outside line. Look at this battle. 5 cars off of the corner. Burkhart using that outside line, trying to push his way up past Maurice. Kukulon in this battle. 5 cars down the back straightaway. And Sebastian Kukulon looking to make it 3 wide on Bowers. That he will. Everyone up the track. What a move we're seeing here. DeLello trying to get back into this battle. Now Jefferson pulling away. Aiden Burkhart in 2nd. We have 3 to go at Auto Club. Diego Yepes in that 77, he will not be a factor anymore. Butcher, Onjak, Kraft, and now maybe Matthew Brown will be fighting for the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th position as the top 6 continue to fight amongst themselves. Carson Bowers cannot get hit around. These 2, Burkhart, Maurice, legends. The 18 of Aiden Burkhart, the 11 of Blake Maurice. Now Bowers looking to the outside of Blake. Blake might push him up too. So maybe the Burkhart-Maurice duo that made this race are just drivers who want to mess with proven champions. Blake Maurice, though, of course, a champion in him. Blake Maurice, a champion of himself. He drops to the 4th position. Carson Bowers, can he mount the charge to get to the race lead? Aiden Burkhart all the way up the track. Can Bowers get it on the inside? He has Blake Maurice pushing him. Kukulon right up the middle, getting his momentum right up there. We're coming around to the white flag. Jay Jefferson has pulled away. Blake Maurice now is going to lose 4th position to Kukulon maybe. Here comes Carson Bowers. Sebastian Kukulon on the outside line in that 12 car. And we're coming around to the white flag. Jay Jefferson leading these guys. 6-car battle for this win. Kukulon working the outside line. And Kukulon has cleared Carson Bowers. He might be able to clear him. Yes, he will. Can Kukulon get up there and battle? Jay Jefferson into turn 1. He's in the race lead. Sebastian Kukulon with a run. Aiden Burkhart as well with a run. Down the back straightaway. There they go. What will Kukulon do? Where will Kukulon go? Burkhart on the inside. It's going to be side by side into the corner. Can Burkhart take it to the inside of Jefferson? Here comes Blake Maurice. Side by side coming off of the corner. Drag race to the line. Aiden Burkhart wins it. Aiden Burkhart by a nose wins over Jay Jefferson, Sebastian Kukul on 3rd, Blake Murray's 4th, Carson Bowers 5th, Zachary DeLello 6th, 7th Matthew Brown, 8th Alex Kraft, 9th Peter Onjak, 10th Ryan Butcher, and 11th Diego Yepes. We're going to go ahead and take a quick look at that, but Aiden Burkhart will win at Auto Club. Jay Jefferson comes up just short, but a great day for the 21 team and a beautiful run for them. Sebastian Kukul and Carson Bowers 14th and 13th in points respectively. This could get them back into a championship hunt with only 4 races to go in the Jegs Race of Champions. Let's go back and take a look. The distance at the line, by that much, Aiden Burkhart holds over Jay Jefferson by 0.1 of a second. You also have a 3 wide shot across the line at the end. Well, almost 3 wide, but it is Aiden Burkhart taking home the win by just a bumper and a half over Jay Jefferson. What a move there, and what a finish to this race. We'll just go back and put the crash on at the end. For those of you who did not see the crash at the beginning of this race, including Tip Foster, who was in it, here is the battle. But thank you guys so much for watching the Jegs Race of Champions number 3, most likely one of the best races of the season here at Auto Club. We will see you guys next week. I don't know where. I think Bristol is next week. But after that big crash that started it off, the 6-wide battle that started at this race off, we come home to a close finish between Aiden Burkhart and Jay Jefferson. Thank you guys so much for watching for this half-hour race at Auto Club. See you guys next time.